The transplant-eligible population, a lot of the trial activity that's going on at the moment is based around MRD. So MRD is a known prognostic biomarker, but as yet it hasn't had sufficient data to demonstrate it's a predictive biomarker, i.e. you can use that to direct treatment. So you have trials such as the MIDAS trial, which is the French trial, you have MAGIC trial and RADAR, and these are all trials that are looking to try and test the predictive potential of MRD. So in essence, what it means is that if you are persisting MRD, you change tack, you intensify to drive an MRD negative state. But if you're MRD negative, maybe there's a rationale for de-escalating. So that's what these trials are looking to try and prove. Luciano Costa's MAGIC trial has completed recruitment and he's in the analysis phase, so we're getting some early readouts from that. The MIDAS trial is, I think it's about 138 patients into it, and the UK's RADAR trial is also recruiting well, it's got over 100 patients. So we're going to be seeing some readouts from those trials at coming meetings that will be really quite helpful. In addition to the MRD question, we also have the high-risk disease issue that we need to try and address, and there is generally considered that what we want to do is we want to drive it to an MRD state and drive it with multi-drug post-transplant consolidation and or multi-drug maintenance and intensify what happens to those patients, because we know that they are likely to have a shorter PFS and a poor outcome. So there's a lot of data has been, early data has been presented here that actually starts to show that. And an example is the Forte study, where they've very nicely shown that post-transplant consolidation and maintenance with multi-drug in people with genetic high-risk disease do better than if they have standard consolidation and single-agent maintenance. But of course there's a patient cost to all this. You're continually driving treatment, multi-agent treatment into patients. That gives the patients a need for multiple hospital visits as well as potential for toxicity. And remember, maintenance should be effective and tolerable. And to deliver particularly carfilzomib, for example, for a period of, as we saw in the Atlas study this morning, up to 36 months, that's a lot of commitment on the patient, and that can have global quality of life impacts as well. And then of course there's a financial issue, because these agents are not cheap, and in a universal healthcare systems we have in the UK, somebody's got to pay for those drugs ultimately. At the moment, these are not approved for those use, so it's not a question at the moment, but it may become one. So we're making progress, I think, on how we manage high-risk patients using a combination of MRD and multi-agent consolidation maintenance strategies to drive that MRD negativity.